Hey, so we're on to step 2 of how to be magical in your day to day. And this involves opening your heart. So, what I mean by that is really working with the chakra at your heart. And there's tons of videos you can learn about chakras and opening them if you aren't familiar with this. But for our purposes, it's like opening the heart in a way that's mindful so that you can get to the piece where gratitude is very easy. Okay, so having the space here be flowing with energy, and it's sort of, you can think of your heart chakra as like, it's like green light, it's spiral, it's a portal. There's all these different ways to look at it. So for the animal component of this, I want you to think of an animal that hopefully, I hope everybody's had an experience like this, like you've connected with deeply in a way where you felt profound love toward an animal, and then you felt their love coming to you. And there's a flow and energetic vibration between your heart and the heart of this particular animal. So maybe you've had a pet that you've been really close to. Maybe you've had like one encounter with like a wild animal where you felt kind of this connection. Hopefully there's been a moment you can reference back to, and if not, it's totally cool. I hope that you have an experience like this soon. You can just put yourself, think of a species that you perceive as very loving to, like a family unit, like, oh gosh, there's so many, but like a dolphin and its baby or whatever, or a panda bear and its baby. Like, you can kind of put yourself in and embody an animal that you perceive to be very loving, and just kind of feel into this region, and you'll experience very physical sensations. So there can actually be like a tingling, a warmth, pressure, but it's like a good pressure. So it's actually, all very like pleasurable sensations that you start to feel when your heart is functioning in this way where it's fully open and can experience the world. Back to the rose example. So imagine that you're approaching the rose and you're doing this in a mindful way, and you get up to it and you're taking it in with all your senses. You're seeing it, you're smelling it, you're touching the petals, you're like totally present in that way with it. And then when you bring in the element of your heart being open to the flower, it's like totally next level. So what starts to happen in that moment when you start to actually allow your heart to love the flower, you just feel the energy emitting from your center of your chest toward the flower. And then what's so beautiful and magical about the world we live in, the flower picks up on your vibration and sends its vibration back to you of its love for you. And that's really the divine witnessing itself, and witnessing the beauty of all life in that way. It's like, I'm divine, the flower's divine, we're loving each other in this moment, and we're feeling that vibration of love. And that's, to me, like the essence of what, spirit, God, the divine, source, like whatever that is, to me, that's the image that encapsulates it. So when you're in this exchange, this vibrational exchange with your heart and something else, whether it be the rose or an animal or another person or a situation, that just starts to really shift things big time. So quick note, I did, when I was working to open my heart chakra, I used this adventuring crystal, and I meditated every day. So I was combining the mindfulness practice with the heart opening practice in about a half an hour, 45-minute everyday meditation for a little over a year. I was consistent with that practice, and I felt, this sort of blocked region energetically of my heart just burst open so that that flow can happen. So it's possible that your heart has some blocks to it, that it might need a little support, and green is a great color to do that. You don't have to have a crystal. You don't have to do exactly what I did. Just an example of something that worked for me. So I'm going to talk about gratitude next and how that all plays into this to sort of form the full loop of the magical existence that we're going for here.